project to decrease the number of suicides in the Phoenix VA. Although our rate is below the national level, our rates of suicide have doubled. I was going through charts trying to figure out what special things we could have put in place, perhaps to have stacked the cards in the veterans' favor so that they wouldn't have committed suicide. Right. In so doing, I found some really disturbing trends, and then I found out that the facility's response to those trends had been lacking, to say the least. And then I went to all my friends. Filing an OIG complaint, although it's supposed to be they're supposed to keep your name confidential. Usually they don't. And so I figured if my name wasn't going to be kept confidential, even though I requested it, I might as well make a big enough complaint that I had a chance to make some changes. So I went to all my friends in every area of the hospital and pulled the most life-threatening or serious issues to include in the complaint.
Okay, well, we know that 22 veterans a day are committing suicide, so this is really a sense of urgency when they can't see someone almost immediately, correct?
Correct. Actually, they need to have regular mental health appointments, and currently the Phoenix VA does not have the mental health appointments available for anyone seeking intense mental health care. In fact, the OIG report, the interim report, did not deal with the hidden delays in mental health treatment, and there certainly is. I'm hoping that will be in their final report.
But doctor, when you were actually reprimanded and put on administrative leave, I mean, what did you think?
I assumed my VA career was over. It's not unusual for the VA to make up things and sabotage a physician's career for bringing things forward. It's not just at Phoenix VA, it's at VAs across the country.
Was this common, excuse me, doctor, was this common knowledge that this is what was happening? Did the IG speak to you about this?
The IG spoke to me for about 2 hours, but you'll have to clarify which this you're talking about.
Well, no, the fact that you were being reprimanded, put on administrative leave for telling them what the truth was.
That I told them. They didn't necessarily ask me those questions. They were more interested in how I had documents the night before they were to come to Phoenix VA.
That. You say you have direct knowledge of evidence being destroyed. Talk to us about that.
What happened was an employee called to ask my help. The new employee appointment request, or NEAR list, is something that basically every time a veteran requests a new patient appointment, it generates a computer fingerprint. This list pulls all those fingerprints together, and you can tell the exact date when a patient requests an appointment, and then how long it's been since they actually had their first appointment. The NEAR list is run for each of the clinics. The downtown clinics is one NEAR list. The Sholo Clinic is another, Thunderbird is another. The OIG report, the interim report, was extremely deceptive when it talked about the waiting times on the NEAR list, because I know what the NEAR list was. I helped hide it.
Doctor, is what you're saying is that the IG was actually not being clear on what was going on, and that was slanting it in favor of the VA?
Correct.
Wow.
Correct. The Phoenix downtown clinics NEAR list, the waiting time started at 477 days and worked its way down. There are roughly 55, 56 patients per page. I don't believe it dropped down to the levels in the hundreds that the OIG report was talking about until somewhere after page 8 or page 9.
Wow. All right, Dr. Mitchell, I think you'll agree that this is something for a criminal investigation, would you not?
Yes.
All right, Dr. Mitchell, thank you so much for what you've done, for being a whistleblower. The veterans thank you as well. Thank you.
Thank you for having me on.
All right, and coming up, more fallout from